Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Now, lawyers are not stupid, obviously, right? They might be sleazy, some of them. You see, I gave them a little escape route, some of them. But nevertheless, they might have advised one of the American so-called terrorist mercenaries. They might have advised him on something, or maybe the guy is telling the truth. I don't know. You be the judge. I will read the article and then we discuss. So this article comes from Reuters from June 29, 2022, and this is the title. I didn't fire a shot, says American held by separatists in eastern Ukraine. So if you remember, this gentleman is held by the separatists, right? So a former U.S. soldier captured in eastern Ukraine said he did not fire a single shot while fighting for the Ukrainian side in a plea for leniency from separatist authorities who will determine his fate. In a video interview with Russia's RIA state news agency released on Wednesday, Alexander Durky, I think that's how you pronounce his last name, said his fighting experience in Ukraine was limited to the day he was captured outside Kharkiv, Ukraine's second largest city. And I'm quoting, "My combat experience here was that one mission on that one day," said Durkee, looking haggard, and I'm quoting again, "I didn't fire a shot. I would hope that would play a factor in whatever sentence I do or don't receive." Um, he was captured by Russian-backed forces. The Kremlin said it cannot rule out that the two captured men would be sentenced to death if put on trial in a region held by Russian proxies who have held large swaths of territory since 2014. All right, relatives of the captured Americans say they are not mercenaries and they traveled to Ukraine as volunteers in April to help repel Russian forces who invaded Ukraine in late February. So the two British citizens and the Moroccan were sentenced to death, right, by a court in a self-proclaimed Donetsk People's Republic in eastern Ukraine this month after being caught fighting for Ukraine. And then prosecutors say they were mercenaries and not entitled to protection afforded to the prisoners afforded. They were not entitled to protections afforded prisoners of war under the Geneva Convention. Now, maybe he didn't fire a shot. Did he have the intention of committing murder? Certainly he did. He was engaged with a weapon, right? With a weapon of war. Imagine that, let's say, around the White House, you find about 50 guys with weapons of war walking around the White House, and they're trying to maybe jump over the fence and so on. They get caught and say, "We didn't fire any shots. That was the only day and the first day." Okay, do you think that would play a role? What the hell were you doing over there? That's what's first question. Well, I came to defend. How do you, how did you envision your defense of Ukraine? Do you mean like digging holes, massaging people? What kind of services were you providing? Did you have a bam 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 with you? I think so. There are pictures with you, nevertheless. So you were over there to kind of do something, right? There's no denial. Your intention was there. Can you charge someone on his intentions? Certainly you can. You prevented him from finishing up his plan, right? Let's say you have someone with a automatic weapon walking in the schoolyard, and you stop that person and say, I didn't shot any bullets, so I'm scot-free, leave me alone." Do you think that would fly okay? I don't think so. And then you find out that he left some notes somewhere that he would like to see the children in the school, right? In this case, he didn't leave any notes, but he was obviously incorporated in, even if he was in the Ukrainian army or a mercenary. He was over there to kill. He was not over there to dig holes or, plant grapes. All right? That's for sure. So your intentions were clear. So you did it or not. Maybe it plays a role, maybe not. But do you think that those guys in Donetsk or whatever is going to be, do you think they want to, okay, yeah, let's be fair with this guy? Psst, really? They don't know if this guy killed any of their men. Their men. So they will assume that once we caught you, you're a prisoner of war, you're a mercenary. That's all we need to establish, not to, and they already established that, I guess. So it's toast. Uh, the thing, if someone will try to intervene, then they might be, the sentence might be commuted, and then, I'm surprised that him saying that and a televised and that tape being shown, I wouldn't expect that. Because I tell you why. If I don't want to say if it was me, I want to say that if those guys were be as bad as criminals as they're portrayed to be, first, the guy would have been taken care of in such a way that he would not even dare to say that. I tell you that. You can say that's a lot of courage. Second, if he says that, that's not a good thing for the thugs, right? The criminals. So then they would not air that tape. Would you air that? Doesn't play well with you. It doesn't play because you say, oh, look, the guy maybe didn't. I will make a tape. I will make a tape with this guy as a criminal, right? If you go in that kind of state of mind, where this guy says, I shot 5 million Russians and 20 million Putins, and I killed this and I raped this and I destroyed this, I killed the civilians, I did all that. And I'm sorry, Russia and you guys are the best people on the planet, and my people where I come from are the worst people in the world. No, remember the Vietnamese? Remember? Something like that. So the fact that this guy dares to say that and is aired on the TV, that tells me a lot of, how should I put it, some bonus points for those guys in Donetsk or whatever, because a criminal thug would not do that. Will make sure that this guy will say what they want him to say. I just said what I would like as a thug, as a criminal, him to say. I did this, I did this, I did this. And whenever he goes off script, pack, you bring him back into the line, zoop, and he's gonna say what you, and you cut, and you start over, and you put everything together. You edit it, and then you put the guy over there crying or being proud that he's now a Russian. He's gonna renounce his citizenship, maybe, or not renounce it because he would just still have to embarrass the Americans. So he's gonna say something like, ashamed, I'm American, I'm proud to be this, I want dual citizenship, Biden, please release me. Um, I mean, really. Anyway, as I said, even if he says that, he still plays a role. He is charged not because of his crimes, but his membership, which is considered a mercenary. That's why, regardless if he released any bullets, he is a mercenary by those guys' standards. So that is enough for them to, how should I put it, ignore every other thing. If you were able, you were not able, but because we were so good, we prevented you to do that. An explanation, there you go. We were so good, you were about to. Or we simply saw you. And it's our word versus your word. Who do you think the judge will believe? Obviously our word. So it's too. Anyway, the guy is, as I said, I'm surprised he was allowed to say that and that was broadcasted. If they are so bad as these guys are telling us they're that bad. Just a contradiction. Observation. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.